A rebuttal to Darwinian evolution is the concept of irreducible complexity, and that's a term coined by Professor Michael Behe. Essentially, it points to complex systems that cannot be reduced and still function. So when it comes to biological systems, irreducible complexity refutes the evolutionary process that takes place by means of numerous, successive, slight modifications. Pastor Jim cited a mousetrap as a simple example of this. Like if you take away one of its few parts, it doesn't operate. It is instead designed as a complex system. What I want to draw your attention to today is the fact that you are more than just the natural result of numerous successive slight modifications. Instead, you are incredibly complex. And even more, you were intentionally made that way. Sure, your body is complex, but it goes beyond that. You have a complex personality, a way of seeing and being in the world. Your rationality and your capacity for empathy is nowhere near simple. And that's because you were made by none other than the same God who created Niagara Falls and the Grand Canyon and Mount Everest and the Great Barrier Reef. Listen to how one of the psalmists reflected on this very point thousands of years ago. He said, "You made all of the delicate inner parts of my body and knit me together in my mother's womb. Thank you for making me so wonderfully complex. Your workmanship is marvelous. How well I know it." We're living in an age of artificial intelligence and never before seen gene modification. All things that try to reduce human life down to a test tube or a series of algorithms. But don't buy it. As the psalmist said, you are so wonderfully complex, and that's because you are the very workmanship of God.